Hey guys, Ashlane here, and the subject of today's video is Get That Dark. Time to get that Dark Elixir. I hope to provide you with some strategy keys and advice for Dark Elixir farming and really any kind of farming, and we're going to cover all types of different armies at different Town Hall levels. 9, 10, and 11 today. I'll bring some Town Hall 7 and 8 farming for you guys in the near future. But today we're going to focus on a little bit of a higher end farming because that seems to be where people are running into the most issues right now. So we're going to start with some cheaper armies, then move to more expensive and different variations. So right now, Fog, it should be noted, is a Town Hall 9. And you can see what he's doing here is using this pretty cheap army. A little bit of elixir cost, but no dark cost, and obviously he's dark elixir farming here. He's also in Champion 3, so he's getting a significant amount from the league bonus as well, as long as he can win. So he does pull off a star. That means he'll be getting some of the league bonus plus 4,600 using that Jaibarch type army. Nice, efficient army. You target where the dark elixir is, and that's where you enter the base. It's as easy as that. Bugzilla is doing a similar type of thing, but look at this guy. Forgot to remove his Town Hall, or forgot to put the Town Hall in, I should say, to the village again. Maybe he hasn't logged on in quite a while. Maybe it's a dead base. Maybe there are a few out there. Bugzilla is doing the same kind of thing that Fog was doing on the first replay. He's just going into the base where the Dark Elixir is. It's as easy as that. He's prepared to use one spell if he has to. Now, Buck is going to go ahead and target this guy. Buck is a Town Hall 10, so he's more apt to find these Town Hall 10s and 11s, even though it's a really rushed Town Hall 11. But you basically just drop your giants, you drop your wall breakers, whatever you're using to bust through those walls, whether it be earthquake or wall breakers. You create a nice little funnel for the troops, and you send them in to the Dark Elixir. Giants are really effective, even up to all the way to Town Hall 11. Giants can be really effective when farming. You just might have to mix in some wizards, because let's face it, there just aren't as many dead bases as there used to be. People used to use almost exclusively Barch and Jaibarch and Super Queen for farming. Now you have to be a little bit more creative. Now this is an interesting army here by Reichrum. Now Reich is going to go ahead and use this mass archer farming army. Now this is really cool. He also uses some giants that he had in the clan castle. But basically, Reich is obviously a Town Hall 11. So what he does in farming, it just uses total mass archers and just relies heavily on his heroes. Now, I know what some of you guys are saying, Ash, I don't have max heroes, or what if my heroes are upgrading? Well, obviously, some of these other strategies might be better for you, but you know what? I figured I'd bring a cool variation for people who do have high-level heroes, because you don't see much of this kind of stuff on YouTube or even in-game, just using really simple strategies like this. And this can be pretty effective, especially if the Grand Warden, just kind of make a funnel for the heroes, and then you just kind of send the archers all around and inside with the heroes. It's pretty easy, and it's certainly really effective. Not a ton of Dark Elixir there, but a ton of loot overall. Now this next attack, or the defense by poor Hutters, you can see he was trying to save up this Dark Elixir, and he gave a haul here to Ziobello from Italian Talent. Now he's going to be using a little bit of a variation on a Jaibarch army here. He's going to lure out the clan castle. That's a pretty smart move to do if you're going to be hitting these Town Hall 10s. This is really, Hutters is really a 9.5. But you can see what this attacker is going to do is he's going to use one golem, or two golems, excuse me. I wasn't sure if he had one in the clan castle there. And he's going to create a nice, obviously the theme here is creating a nice funnel, sending your troops exactly where you want them to go. So that's exactly what the deal is here. He's hitting the base closest to the Dark Elixir side. It's as easy as that. He has the giants going into the center there, trying to catch up with the rest of the troops. He doesn't necessarily need to use all his spells here. Obviously, Hutters is only a 9.5, so no need for the freeze spells, as long as those wizards lock onto that Dark Elixir, and of course the Town Hall, because don't forget, 1/5 of the Dark Elixir is also in the Town Hall. That rage that was really unnecessary unnecessary there, that last rage. He would have had the dark pump as is without the spell. But either way, let's not get picky here. It was a great haul for Zyobello with 6,600 dark elixir. Very impressive. Poor Hutters. I don't know, I can feel the pain there. But yeah, that's a nice army composition there with a couple of hogs just to lure out the clan castle in case you do find a base like this where you need to lure out the clan castle. Was a hound in there. Even if you're not going to kill it, distracting it is a great way to go. That way that your wizards can concentrate on hitting that DE storage. Now it's Cordell again. You guys know him from my previous Super Queen farming strategy videos, and Cordell is a great Super Queen attacker here, and he does this cool variation where he only uses 4 healers on the queen, which is a smart move now post update, because what you can do is, I mean, obviously you guys probably know this already, but when you add more than 4 healers to the archer queen, their effectiveness is strongly mitigated, strongly decreased. So even when you go over 6 healers, you're almost seeing absolutely no effect of the healers on the queen. The only plus side to that is if one healer dies, the other ones can kind of take their place. But otherwise, they're really just kind of wasting troop space. It's a really smart idea, like Cordell's doing here, to add the giants and the archers and the wall breakers and the wizards. Basically, Jaibarch plus wizards, and what you want to do is start with a super queen, kind of a queen walk, and then merge your giants, your Jaibarch, into that army, and hopefully take out as much of the base as possible. We've seen some really nice 3-stars with this strategy, because more often than not, your queen will stay alive. Now, be prepared to use the queen's ability if need be, and also a rage spell on the healers, not the queen, to keep her alive if need be. Now, he almost loses her here to that barbarian king, but she barely stays alive, and the healers pick up the pace and keep her alive there. So the queen's still alive, and at this point, Cordell's just sending in the giants, he has a few, like I said, wizards, archers, as long as he can get that dark elixir. And it looks at this point that a lot of his DPS units, his archers and his wizards, have died, but you can see there's just enough left with the queen to eventually get to that DE storage. Now, that might not be the exact way Cordell mapped it out, but hey, either way, he got the DE. That's what it's all about here. And you'll notice on most of these raids, if not all, there's a significant amount of golden elixir. That's why I wanted to bring you this video today, is to illustrate these ways you can farm DE and not only DE. It's nice to be able to pick up golden elixir at the same time. So now you is attacking GTY from Battle Elite, and yet again, look at all that dark available, 7,500 dark elixir. Now this army is more of a war army, so you is farming up in champions or higher, hopefully even higher if you're going to be using so many P.E.K.K.A.s and golems and whatnot. But hey, when you're finding hauls like this, well worth it to farm with a war army or a push army. Now some people say, this isn't farming, this is just trophy pushing or something, but hey, in my book, anytime you're gaining way more loot than you're losing with the army cost, especially when you factor in the league bonus, it's farming. It doesn't have to be a cheap army, it's just expensive, heavy army farming. But hey, that's what I consider farming. Anytime you're making a huge net gain in loot, to me, farming. But anyway, let's go back to this base here, this attack. The cool thing about Yu's attack is here, if he is indeed farming, which it looks like he is, he's using the P.E.K.K.A.s as kind of an elixir support unit, and he's actually not burning that much DE. When you factor in the earthquake spells and you factor in the golem cost, the league bonus almost makes up for it. He needs a little bit extra, about 1,000 extra DE, so as long as he's hitting targets that are over 1,000, then it's going to be a net gain. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been fun to bring it to you. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters. Couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so much. If you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, go ahead and check out the link in the video info. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Just a few ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, like. Number 2, subscribe. And number 3, comment. Tell me what you think of the video. I really appreciate it, guys, and it really helps me out a lot. Also, you can find me on social media. I'm active every day on Twitter at @clash_with_ash and on Bindle chat group #ClashWithAsh. And as always, you can find me on my website at www.clashwithash.com. Thanks, guys.